have been into Q.
And we're live. Welcome to
Nice. Let's go.
Summerland Enchantment. We're playing some Pendragons here with friends. And I'm going to stop there. Rebecca, tell us about you.
Well, hi, I'm Rebecca. And I play Lady Owen of ? And presumably still the Autumn Princess of the Unseelie Court.
Is that twice displaced now?
This year? This year, yeah. So probably like 3 times, I suppose.
Thrice displaced.
If I had a nickel for every time I've been displaced, that would be anachronistic.
3 nickels. Yeah. All right. And Emily.
Hi, I'm Emily. I play Lady Beatrice, who is the spellcaster who may or may not have left quite a few people in a besieged tower, so I got us out.
Indeed.
Oops.
All right. And then we've got Nicole. Speak up. Tell us about you. Do your intro.
Sorry, I just realized something was wrong with my sound. Okay. I'm Nicole. I play Sir Elian, who is once again lost. I spoke too soon. Was waiting for that to happen. And she is once again technically displaced.
Yeah, I'm not even sure if it's technically at this point. It's just straight up lost, probably.
Yeah.
The dice heard that pride and immediately came back to bite
She has very high pride.
Made for a very popular short, though, so I appreciate that.
Oh, it was so good.
And then we'll go to Cyberbro.
Howdy, I'm Cyberbro. I'm playing Sir Lucius Julius Julianus, and everything's neat. You know, for the first time in a long time, everything's neat.
I'm pretty
Perfect.
sure he says that every session.
Forever the optimist.
Forever the optimist.
All right. We're gonna go ahead and dive in. Is there any big, you know what we'll do? Yeah, we'll do a little short scene. Let's get. God, am I gonna regret this? Probably. Rebecca, roll me a d10, please.
Oh no. The tables are so scary.
Siakri is atrocious.
Yeah.
Why?
We never roll good things.
I'm not gonna do it now. No, you
terrible
said
things.
Agrius. I'm not doing it. I'm on strike. 3.
Alrighty, 1d100 from you, and Emily, you can roll a d100 as well since you're there with the crew.
Oh
Doing
no, this is the camping crew.
26.
98.
26. Interesting. Hold on.
This better be. I can't do another bad thing. I can't do it, Bob. I can't teleport everyone again.
Revolver and Ocelot. That's interesting.
We've really changed games now.
I was not expecting that. You know, love can bloom on the battlefield.
Yes.
Okay, let's see. Who do we remind? Let's go over who's in this crew. So we've got Owen and Beatrice.
Cadogan.
Winter Prince.
Winterprince.
Gracias.
Both infant. Gracias.
Okay.
Acolytes.
Acolytes.
A lot of kids. It's mostly kids.
Yeah, man.
The only ones who aren't there are Lucius, Elian, and Minewin.
Okay. Very well. Give me an awareness test, Beatrice and Olwen.
We'll win. Oh, bare failure.
Success.
Beatrice, following morning, like just after breakfast, you're all kind of pretty close to the river is where you guys set up camp. And you start to hear the sound of horses and voices on the trail coming this way.
I think first instinct, tell Olwen and Cadogan. So I think first thing she does is wave them over.
Mhm.
Get the kids to the trees.
Which trees? Like the faraway trees, or
Horses are coming. Get them to cover.
got you? And she'll do that.
And then I'm going to start smothering whatever fire's left with dirt and
Okay.
start erasing any hint of us that I can.
Okay. Covering the fire is easy enough. You can give me a hunting roll for the rest.
Yay.
Hell yeah!
This is going to go so good.
Only you can protect.
Do I have hunting? I do. Which means I've had to do this before. If I succeed at this, I'm going to find it funny. No. Okay. It's okay.
Okay, so you all get are you getting into the tree line after that, Beatrice?
Yeah, I'm just erasing. I've told Olwen to get the kids to the trees. Cadogan can do what he wants. He'll also do whatever he needs to amongst the group.
Okay. Give me awareness test, Olwen and Beatrice once more.
Success.
Success.
Recognize +5.
I really need to
both
put
of
points
you.
in that. I say it every single time, but I really need to put points in that.
Success.
Success.
Ooh.
Okay. You see Elian and Lucius accompanied by other knights. I believe both of you are on riding horses that you've been loaned for this endeavor. And you have with you, because you told him all about it, so last
With
episode,
key
yes?
exceptions. Yes, with a couple of key exceptions.
What was the right? What was the
Me.
exception?
Merlin.
Merlin was the one who
Merlin got us here.
Yeah, Merlin got us here. And in the public, I didn't tell him that the Winter Prince was with us in public, but in private, I mentioned that the Winter Prince is with us.
Right, yep.
So he doesn't know that I can do any magic at all. And
How many nobles did you tell him? Like, basically, he will loan you horses to get everyone back. Rather than make it, like, you know what I mean? If there's nobles, what would you two have told him?
Olwen, obviously.
Yeah, Alwyn.
He chooses his
Interesting.
finest horse for a Merlin.
Yeah, so we got Olwen and Merlin. Cadwigan, Brassius.
Cadigan's wife.
Eh,
Wow.
she's not a noble, though.
yes, I am.
Technically,
She's
By
not
marrying
and
Cadwigan,
makes her
who's
real.
a land knight, I became
is
a
it
lady.
wise to let her around the horses? I'm just saying.
I'm gonna leave.
Demoted to Bowie.
I'm just gonna leave. I'm just gonna hang up the call.
He's going. He's going.
Beatrice
I'm sorry,
has
would
been
you like
bullied.
Fight this
An
war.
escape route the next
Get
time?
Bowie,
I
idiot.
Would Would you like an escape route the next time?
Not for my
You
sake,
can
for the sake of the horses. For the sake of the horses.
I mean, you can walk the next time we get out of the castle. I'm just saying.
Okay.
To be fair, he did witness you sacrifice at least 2 horses.
At least 2. I know. I'm aware. It hurts me.
I retract my previous outburst. So yes, Cabagan, along with his wife, and the Winter Prince, but young Anakin. Yes, Anakin.
I thought it was Finnegan now.
Finnegan.
Okay, Finnegan.
Anakin didn't stick.
It didn't, and I wanted it to stick so bad. Okay, no problem.
Yeah, Finnegan let it drop really fast.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's not my name. So I think 5 in total.
Okay. So you depart with 5. Was Brassius in that list?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Owen, Cadrigan, Brassius, Merlin, and the Winter Prince.
Which does mean when we get there, we will have an extra horse.
You have 1 escort with you, one knight in escort. Just to
what's
pay.
the name?
Let's find out. Greed.
Goodness.
Oh.
Last full 15, he has to make a roll when he sees Olin, doesn't he?
I mean,
Probably.
most people do.
And he is from originally.
Oh,
Let's find out. Let's find out.
Ooh. Oh yeah, and Cadrigan's wife. Sorry, it was 6.
Just put me on Cadrigan's horse. It doesn't matter.
No, she has Merlin's horse. We brought her he's not here anyways.
Yeah, like I think I lumped Beatrice in with Merlin because, like, oh yeah, the actual person that.
Hair toss. Yeah.
It'd be great if he had selfish at a famous level. His name was Greed, but
Yeah.
I'm sure that's pronounced something better than greed. But
Grade.
grade,
Look it up.
yeah,
Grade.
I bet you. Let's see. Yep, you're right. It's grade.
Great.
Like that. Like laid.
Yeah.
I will note he is also a pagan. So,
Ooh.
and he is from Gomorat originally.
Oh, it
Up
does.
here. Okay. Grade the Lane. Yeah, that's his nickname. When he gets famous for it. Okay. So back on track.
When,
I promise.
not if.
You see Lucius and you see Elian with another knight, another rider, and they are escorting a series of unmanned horses.
I motion for the kids to stay in the brush. And I'm going to get up and just kind of meet them in front of them.
I'll also go, but just like tell the acolytes, watch them. They are wily. Pointing at the
Cadrigan's
kids.
also there.
Yeah.
And I think I'm just gonna wait for them to ride up and just essentially. Where did you get all of the horses?
You did really well as far as where we came out. I mean, it's not an Italian's land, but, you know, it's also good.
Did you find someone?
This is the lands of King Leodegrance.
Oh no!
What?
He's in love with Olin.
Yeah.
Oh no, he crit. Oh my god.
Phil is dead.
It had to happen at some point, right? Like, because it's been suspicious that it hasn't happened up until this point. Like, it doesn't happen often. It should, but it doesn't. He's a morph 12.
It's
am-
way too low. I'm gonna re-roll that. It's a bit too low. Wow.
I'm happy to see
It rolls
that you
lower.
all- I was gonna say,
Oh,
I'm happy to
great.
see that you all are all right. Where is the druid Merlin? He was surely here. That's how we get here.
Oh,
We
I
Not
haven't
here
seen
anymore.
Merlin.
He's not here anymore.
No.
Oh my.
Well, Merlin is strange.
Beatrice, I need you to make a an intrigue test real quick.
Yeah, I got you. I was laughing too hard.
Also, is there any heraldry present?
Oh, that's a good question.
Yeah.
Success.
Does Olwyn recognize it
Make a recognize test.
specifically as
Just flat.
success?
Yep. Beatrice, remind me what your honest score is.
Not high.
No? Okay. I thought yours was high.
I think,
Is that Ellie?
no, never mind. I might be wrong. I'm thinking of suspicious. Honest is 14. Sorry.
Okay.
That's my bad.
Now the good news is you passed intrigue, so this means that you're aware that this is a ruse of some sort.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you
Oh
aren't
no.
terribly deceptive. You
No.
don't value that very much. I need you to test either honest or deceitful.
I want to test deceitful because I want to actually lie well.
Do it. What's the test?
I was 6. It's gonna be fun. How bad am I lying? Pretty bad.
Now test honest.
Honest, don't mess me up here, please. Rebecca, stop making music. Dang it.
Sweet that you think my chanting is musical.
Okay.
This is gonna go so well, guys.
The Sir Grade comes up and he's like, Where's Merlin? I heard he was here. I'm looking forward to meeting him. He's kind of looking around. And we'll just see. I don't know.
Ellen
Okay.
has been avoiding eye contact with him this whole ride.
Yeah. He kind of looks over at Beatrice and he sees like a weird look on Beatrice's face at the mention of Merlin. Did he ride off or something? Or did he wander off, is what he says. Did he wander off or something?
Where are you from? She just bypasses the question at this point. Like, she's not lying well. It's just like, we're going to bypass it.
Yeah. Well,
Who,
I'm
who's
from Bangor, but
land are you from?
I serve the king here in these lands. King of Cameliard.
Okay,
King Leodegrance.
that helps. That was what I was after. We didn't know entirely where we were and if we were among friends. It seems we are. And she looks at Lucius.
Yeah. So at that point, Sir Grade's it zooms in on Sir Grade, and he looks at Olwen, and there's like the Dreamweaver song plays in the background.
I think like Olwen is staring back, but probably not in the way that like he is going to interpret. Like she's just staring at the heraldry.
He'll dismount and he'll say, "Please, milady, you can have my horse."
Oh, like to keep?
Welcome, New
Strange
Brockvale.
gift. That's very generous, but we just met.
I mean, for the ride.
Oh, and she'll look at like the other ones and thank you. That's very generous of you. And her eyes flick up to him, then like just kind of go back to the heraldry. It might look demure and coquettish, but she's just distracted.
She probably also notices that there are 2 extra horses without him giving you his horse.
She noticed that there were 5 horses that, At
that point, Brassius clarifies. He says, "Are these steeds for us?"
On loan.
Yes, from Leo de Grants, the lord of these lands, King Leo de Grants, the lord of these lands, friend of
An
King
honorable
Vitellius.
king, indeed.
The honorable king, yes. Surely he would have to be a friend of King Vitellius.
I've spent more than one winter in Carohag. He is quite a hospitable king, and his wife Anna much the same. Please inform the king that I will return with his horse shortly, but I believe one of us should go try and find the Merlin.
That would be wise, yes.
I don't know. I mean,
I'll give pointed looks to everyone.
I start walking away and call for Cadogan to get the pushes. I'm leaving the conversation.
I mean, wouldn't it be better if you had your horse? You were to be wandering the forest.
Sorry, what are you asking him?
Was that Brassius or was that Grade?
That was Brassius.
That's Brassius.
Yeah.
Got you. Okay.
Brassius is you get the impression that Brassius has something else he needs to go do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I
misunderstood.
Yeah, no, I gotcha. Does anyone refute that or anything? If not, he's gonna mount up. I think Sir Great is familiar with Brassius. Again, Brassius is a famous knight, right? So he's kind of like, of course, the king will be awaiting your arrival.
Yeah, Elian's picked up on there's some things that we're not supposed to be talking about, so she's just ignoring everything.
I think on the ride back, I would regale Sir Grade in the public version of the story, loud enough that everyone else hears, so they kind of pick up on. Let's not out ourselves as wizards and apostates.
Speaking of wizards and apostates, did we leave our fucking kids, or did we?
No, we didn't leave them.
Okay,
I hid them in the brush along with Finnegan and the acolytes because I wasn't sure who was coming. While you all were lying, I got them out.
The acolytes will walk, so the acolytes can walk with the kids if you want them to, because they're technically like lowborn servants, right? So they would walk. Like, you guys aren't riding fast; you're riding.
No. Yeah. I just wanted to
I'll have
establish that they're not just like.
We got horse god, and Morwenna likes horse god, so I'll let her ride a horse with me.
The children belong to the forest now.
Walk to the forest. Just left them there.
Yeah.
You hear about a wild group of
Feral
people in the
children.
forest and- yeah.
And just like the Lost Boys.
Yes.
Okay.
But yes. Yeah, Olwen will just chime in at appropriate moments during the story. Like, oh, it was terrifying, you know? Just hammer it home, make it
Are you
dramatic.
damsel in distressing it?
A little bit.
Yeah.
Define adding to the story.
Oh no.
Just you know, when he gets to like parts that are like dramatic, Olwen will be like, yes, this was terrifying, or you know, oh yeah,
Okay.
popping
Understood.
up
Adding
and
emotion.
supplementing. They're not like adding like,
You're
yeah,
not-
and then
Yeah,
a dragon showed up, which
that's
is
what I'm waiting
like that
for.
never
Yeah.
happens, you know.
Okay, I want you to make an test your app first.
Okay.
Because if you crit, you'll get a bonus.
Damn.
You did not crit, you will not get a bonus. I want an orate roll from you.
Okay. Fuck me. Where was that roll a second ago? Swallowed a bee.
I'm trying.
Yeah.
I'm trying, guys. You guys are gonna get burned at stake.
I just stopped talking because it was better. If I just talk.
You-
A fly, like a bee
You-
flies into my
Yeah.
mouth and I start choking.
There's communication back and forth, and people are bantering together, and then someone makes mention of how it was quite frightful, and when you're like, yes, when you have Siagris at your wall, and you kind of stop right after, you're like, did I just share the Siagris part to this? And he stops him.
Great.
That kind of slows him immediately. He's like, Siagris? The Praetor?
Well, that's what they said. I didn't see him. It might have just been his men. Don't judge me.
And what business did he have as your... Was he under employ of Cornwall?
Yes.
Interesting. Some of his men had passed through here not all that long ago. Just a few months, actually. They were looking for
What?
they're looking for a lady or a woman in these lands. I forget the details.
Aren't we all looking for a woman? Truck.
Yeah.
I-
Wow.
That's-
How boy, it's sunny out.
There are lots
Okay.
of bees out.
All right. It doesn't take that long to get from where you are to Carohag, which is this dot right here. And just for your own knowledge, before Ninteliad's conquest, this mountain range is kind of the divide between the midlands of Logris and Gales, which is Wales. So Ninteliad's conquest has brought this all into effectively one kingdom, overlapping Gales and Logris. Nevertheless, you reach Carohag. It's quite a modernly built castle. It's been upgraded with stone walls and defenses, and very rich castle. and a lot more of those banners, Olwen, with the golden lion on the black field.
Yeah.
All right. The three of you can test awareness. Let's see if you maybe pick up on Olwen talking to herself there for a second.
I succeeded.
I'm too distracted by how badly she lies.
Yeah, Ellie, you,
Yeah,
Oh.
failed.
Me?
I-
Bish? You want to talk about like,
Elian, you overhear Olwen sort of say strange, and her eyes seem to be like really focused on something ahead. It just, usually she's just doesn't behave this way. Yeah, she's a little more
head in the
well,
cloud.
yeah.
See.
Yeah, there we go. Especially when not supervised. But
She is currently supervised, so this is a little.
Exceptionally so.
Elliot's gonna kind of drift her horse towards Olwen and just kind of quietly go, is something the matter?
I don't know. I recognize. I've seen it before. But talk about it later.
I take it you didn't see it in a normal setting, so yeah, we'll discuss that later, I suppose.
alrighty.
Bob, as we're going in, I would kind of draw Finnegan close to me. So I'll say to him, "All right, Finnegan. Now, you may have some time with the king here, King Leo de Grance. Don't tell him anything that he doesn't tell you. Does that make sense?"
Of course, yes. I remember him from Ninteliad's courts. He seemed to be a kind man.
Yes, very kind. I say that because I may not be around this entire time to, watch over you. This is my way of asking Bob. Does the Lady Gwen live here? My
Oh shit! I
person I'm
forgot.
courting.
I knew there was one thing I was supposed to look up. We will say close enough. How's that sound? This is someone who you previously courted. Yes.
Yeah, while we were on campaign, I think the last time, at least that while I was there in the Friday game where we met with King Leo de Grance. The Great Grance.
Okay. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna take a quick couple-minute break, anyways, because I need to, and then we'll be back, and I'll have that answer. So, see you soon. Bye bye. For example. And we're back. All right, so we last left off with an inquiry. I'm going to say for you, you don't know where she lived. You met her at a feast. It was here. Did confirm that. It was on your way to Norgales, which was 501. It's currently 505, so 4 years ago. So something to follow up with, Lucius. The Lady Gwen. You remember her being the cousin of Lady Anna. Or Queen Anna, really.
Gotcha. So yeah, based on all of that, I would tell Finnegan I've got something important to take care of here, and do whatever Beatrice tells you to do. No back talk.
Oh. Very well.
I'm not going to even give him a hard time.
Let's be honest, this is the rule that Olwen and Alien kind of live by. Just listen to Beatrice and don't question her.
All right. I think we're gonna have you welcomed in with Leo de Grants. You'll meet with him and his wife, Queen Anna, and their daughter immediately.
Little Queenie.
Yeah. So the three of them sit with you. We'll say it's a feast, but it's not like feast rounds. It's just a nice prepared, thing. The first thing Leo de Grants does after he'll kind of greet those he's familiar with, and he says to Olwen, "And you are, milady?"
My name is Lady Olwen.
Very well. Nice to meet you. We'll see. Let's see. What's your glory?
It is 5,970.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hey, but he doesn't know. Yeah. Say, welcome to the castle. And you, my lady? He says to Beatrice.
I'm Lady Beatrice. And she'll gesture to Cadrigan. This is my husband, Sir Cadrigan, and this is our daughter, Morwenna.
He smiles at the kid. And you see Guinevere kind of jump up and down a little bit. Sort of like in excited anticipation at young kids. Even though she's quite a bit older, I think. She's like...
She'll let him interact with Morwenna because she gets the parent thing of there's a baby.
Right. Well, let me just quickly fact check that. I think she's I will know very shortly.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't have a solid idea of how old our kids are. I just know they're toddlers, so that's what I got.
5.
Yeah.
They're 5-ish.
4 or 5.
That's horrifying.
Yeah, sounds about right. Yeah, 4 or 5. I was wrong. She's 8, so she's not gonna act like a toddler. She kind of she still smiles and looks happy to see the young kids. Guess, right? And King Leo de Grants goes, I heard that you were in accompaniment of a couple of old acquaintances of mine, but I don't see Merlin or Sir Brassius.
Brassius rode off in search of Merlin.
I see. Oh, well, Merlin is known to come and go as he wishes.
I know it.
And you are? He looks to Finnegan, and Finnegan steps forward and says, Sir Finnegan. He kind of looks over at Lucius and says, a very young knight.
Yes, a very young knight, but he has distinguished himself time and time again. And Lucius would be like, give him the nudge, like.
Cutscenes of him tackling a commoner.
Just tackling two different people.
And then getting body tackled by Beatrice and losing.
Yeah.
Yeah, Elian is just staring into the nothing, remembering all of these things.
Like a montage.
Yeah. Distinguished himself quite well, yes.
Very well. Please, we've prepared a fine feast for you all. You're welcome to stay here as long as you need. Will you be returning to... forgive me, where will you be returning to?
That is something
exactly.
My lady, please. Yes.
Sorry. We don't exactly have anywhere as of right now to return to.
Very well. These sort of succession wars, they can be difficult. So long as you are without a home, you and your entourage here are welcome to treat Carohag as your own.
It is appreciated, sire. And we will do what we can to make ourselves less of a burden. Help out where we may.
Guinevere says, "You're no burden. We're happy to have guests."
Do you like flower crowns?
She leans in. She says, "I do."
Well, then we shall have to make some.
I need a sight roll from those with sight.
Success. Oh.
Interesting, Alien. Always with those fumbles at the right times, right? Everything's fine for you. I don't know what the problem is. Owen and Beatrice, there is a bit of a magic to her. It's faint. It's glamour, but it's faint. It's you've seen this before, Beatrice, I think more so. You tend to see it more when someone has, like, it's not necessarily that they have the sight, and nor are they fairy or magic, but maybe I guess Olwyn early on might have presented this way a little bit. The other thing is the magic looks like, for some reason, something about the aura of it looks familiar to you. Like everything has its own signature to it, and there is a bit of signature to this.
Does it have like the same feeling of what I saw, the forces being pulled from? It's
not your forte, to say the least. So it's hard to call that. I'm trying to think what would be a good thing to roll. Well, you rolled heraldry earlier, so I'll say for you, yeah, I think your test suspicious. That's what you're gonna do, or trusting. If you're trusting,
Should I
you're
do
kind of.
or no?
I don't think so for you, Beatrice, because you didn't have that vision. Yeah, so it's not.
That's fine.
Yeah.
She got magic ancestors or something somewhere.
So sorry, what were you saying about trusting?
Test trusting or suspicious, your choice.
Okay. She's blonde, right?
No.
What color hair does she have?
Dark.
Okay, so it's not red.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay, because I do have a trusting redheads.
Yeah, she's not a redhead.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. That's a success on trusting.
All right, so that's it. Yeah, I mean, you're more involved with how pleasant these folks are than worrying about things that have floated around your mind previously. Doesn't mean it won't come to you later, but for now,
Yeah.
all is well. Is there anything? Actually, this will come not from Leo de Grants, but from Lady Anna, his wife, or Queen Anna. Anna says, "Is there anything I might assist the lot of you with while you're here? Anything that we can do?"
I'll look to the rest of the group. Beyond food and shelter, and for a time, I promise you, we won't overstay our welcome. I can think of nothing else, unless my companions have anything specific.
We had to travel rather rapidly and with very little. I'm used to working. I'm happy to work. But the children will eventually need new clothes. Or just clothes.
Of course, we can see that some are sewn up immediately for you.
Let me know. I may be a lady, but I worked most of my childhood, so I'm no stranger to hard work if you need help.
I think she kind of looks at you curiously with that, because it's like honestly portraying that you're lowborn. Right?
Yeah,
probably right. So
she's very honestly saying, like, I was not born for
you
this.
either lowborn or like from a really poor family that had to figure out how to. Because there are nobles that just don't have the means anymore. They've lost them somehow, like being displaced, for example, or etc. But yeah, they say she says, "I have a seamstress, and she's quite masterful, and will see that you have what you need. Any accommodations such as this we're more than happy to help."
You're very
I'm
kind.
really
Thank
grateful
you.
for your generosity.
Cybro, what is Lucius's glory right now?
Lucius's glory is 3,491.
Yeah. She does not recognize that that she introduced you to her cousin previously, so she's not going to bring that up.
Can I test? I guess his oaths to Natalia and all the other oaths would probably be about like honor. You think? Can I test Lucius's honor versus a more, because I'm kind of on the job right now, so I shouldn't be chasing down my amour. That makes sense.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Usually you test something. Usually you test a trait versus a passion in these cases. So I'm trying to think. More versus something. Valor, maybe, or honor versus just versus amour.
Okay, it can be
Prudence, maybe?
Prudence. Yeah, you could do prudence versus amour. That's another good option.
I want to make it even as possible. So can I test valorous versus amour?
I'm trying to think about that. So, because nothing you're doing is at risk of being cowardly, right?
That's true.
Uh,
Prudent would be the next best thing.
Wow, it's pretty cowardly to ignore a lady that you're super into. Not call her, not right, just fully walk out.
That's true. All right, prudent. Failure. Okay. More. Failure.
Hey. This is your own choice. I didn't trigger this, so you can keep rolling against them if you want till one passes. You know what? The Gwen one, though, you haven't touched this in 4 years, right?
Yeah.
So that should be a 12.
That should be a 12. Okay, do you want me to make it a 12 and re-roll it?
Yeah.
Okay, no problem.
Like if you don't follow up on it anymore or have continued interactions with them, that's kind of how they work. All right. So
yeah,
it's a
prudent
again.
Prudent again. Okay.
Yeah. Because you didn't give her any oaths or anything, right?
No, we just walked through a meadow or something, you know.
You don't technically owe her anything, but you're not. I think with the failure on Amor, you're just not. It's not tugging at your heartstrings right now. Doesn't mean you're not curious about it, though. You'd always inquire without following up. You know what I mean? You don't have to make it your priority and drop everything passionately to go chase this down.
I like interpreting the dice as just there's kind of a back and forth in Lucius's mind, and he doesn't do anything, you know, rather than like he doesn't actively. Yeah, he's kind of frozen there, just like, what should I do? Should I do anything? And just the moment passes by. That's nice. I like that.
Okay. All right. I like feasts, but I don't think we need one for this year. So instead, I want to offer that we close out with some quick vignettes with you all. We'll go we'll go Rebecca to Cyberbro. So Rebecca, do you have one thing you want to zoom in on for a couple of minutes here? Make them short because we want to close in a half hour.
Maybe talking to Great a little bit, just finding out how long he's been a knight and such.
Perfect. Yeah. Why don't you throw me a D10, please?
Okay. Is he a blonde or a redhead?
Look.
That's a good question. Do we need a new generator for those things?
Yeah, we need a hair color generator.
Yeah. Should depend on where you're from, too. But in these lands are Welsh, right?
What?
Blonde's probably the most rare. Yeah.
That's a 10 BB.
Okay. So we're gonna say one is black hair, 2 to 3 is brown hair. 1 is black hair, 2 to 4 is brown hair, 5 is red hair, and 6 is blonde hair. Redhead.
I trust you.
Yeah. Perfect. And then I'm just gonna roll. I need to know a little bit more about him. So let me do that. Okay. So we'll set this like in the days that follow after the feast. You're in a courtyard somewhere, and he's. I'm gonna say, unless you want to play on being oblivious, I think it's really obvious that he's, seeking you out almost any opportunity, without being creepy about it.
Yeah. Oh, hello.
Milady, are you enjoying your stay so far?
Yes, the gardens are lovely. I've been making plenty of flower crowns with the young Gwen. Her skills might outrank my own. She's quite good at them.
She is. She seems to be very good at anything she sets her mind to. She's very stubborn that way. In a good way, of course.
Well, that's wonderful. I wish I could be as fastidious, focused.
Indeed. I don't usually spend a lot of time in courts, so if I appear uncomfortable, it's because this whole thing is a bit strange to me. Spend a lot of time in the mountains, actually.
Really?
Indeed.
Which mountains?
Perhaps you heard of the 3 Cadloos.
Cadweets?
Cadloos.
Did they change it to Cadloos because of the Somerset thing?
He raises a brow.
So he didn't lose necessarily. Anyway, I don't believe I'm familiar with that, no.
They were enemies of opponents to Ninteliad, and they lost.
So I was right a little bit.
He laughs. They meant best for their people, and I was amongst their people. But without them, I was without a leader, and I wandered as a knight for some time, fought in a few of the conquest battles for Ninteliad, and then found my way here.
See? I wasn't aware that there were... I don't know, would it have come up, or would it be apparent that he was a pagan in some way?
Yeah, we can say it's come up. Yeah.
It's strange to meet others that are pagan out this way.
Actually, most of the people from my lands are.
Really?
Yes. You might have heard of Sir Gwydir, the champion of
Summerland.
Escavalon. He looks at you funny when you say that. He's from those homelands. Or my homeland, he said.
We've met, actually. He fought in a tourney at one of my festivals.
Oh.
And
Well, he's
probably
been
declared
named
himself the champion of Summerland.
I see.
Conspicuously absent since, mind you.
My understanding is that Ninteliad named him formally the champion of Ninteliad.
Ah, I see.
After defeating the Essex King. Or he'll say slaying the Essex King.
Goodness. Seems that he found somewhere else he'd rather be, and that I am left bereft of a champion.
From what I've seen of him, he does stop at no length to carry on about his loyalty to Ninteliad. So, if he has promised anything to you, I'm afraid you are likely to be...
What a shame, and he seemed so reliable.
were you two courting then?
No, God, no, absolutely not. No, no, not even.
Oh, right.
I haven't. No, I don't. Not courting anyone. Not now. I don't think.
He's like, check. Right. I'm gonna say he's not terribly good at flirting. We're just gonna do this.
Good, because I don't think Owen.
Yeah.
Died. But yes.
You know, I stay here as well.
I've noticed.
Well, it's just that. Well, I've noticed you're without a knight, and I'm without a lady. So,
Are you looking to?
yes.
Oh, that's exciting.
Is it? He's totally misreading that.
Yeah, I know. Yes, absolutely. I'll be honored.
Perfect. He's like trying to figure out where to go with this next. He's like, how do they do this in the courts? Is this? Wait, do you mean like? Are you giving me your favor then? Is that how they do it, or?
I don't know. I just suppose that you would join up when we decide to leave, I suppose. Right? Just come with.
He looks so confused. He's like,
How do you normally do it?
I'm more of a one-time sort of thing.
I see.
Traditionally.
Well, then I suppose the next time I am in desperate need, I shall call upon you.
Excellent. Well, I'll be here.
Lovely.
Excellent. He totally gets the wrong impression. Yeah. All right. That brings us to Beatrice.
I need to recover. That was a roller coaster from start to finish. I was rooting
He
for
did
it,
fail.
and it just kept
flirt.
going. It kept getting worse.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I've been dying.
It's like when you watch those movies where it's really like just so awkward, and you're like, "Oh no, stop!"
Yeah, you're like, oh no.
You're both talking about different things. It's
I'm
just like
sorry,
the
just
three-
one time kind of thing. I lost it. I was like, oh no.
Very like Three's
Okay.
Company, where someone's overhearing something, getting absolute wrong idea.
Yeah.
Yep, exactly. Okay. I'm pulling
physical
it
pain.
together. I don't have plans for Beatrice. So what am I rolling?
Okay, we'll just see if anything happens to you in this. Give me a D10. Okay.
A 10.
Nothing. So do you want to just have kind of a pretty standard sort of... is there anything that you were interested in snooping around here, or anything?
So I don't think she wants to snoop. I think Beatrice, demeanor wise, is a little wind out of the sails currently.
I got it. I got actually,
okay.
yeah. Ooh, you used magic. How tired are you?
Never mind. I go to sleep. I wanted to do something cool or something. Instead, I'm just asleep.
Get the magic in the setting. Use it, you sleep.
Yeah.
But you know what? You're kind of exhausted in your days that follow. But at one point early on in your stay here, you find Finnegan approaching you. It looks like he wants to talk to you. You're like really tired. Like you're just like you're on the verge of like I need to rest soon. Yeah.
Finnegan, I'm not going to set you on fire.
Right. Can you do it? I don't want to know if you could do that. Actually,
Don't ask that. Honestly, anybody could.
Well, Sir Lucius, he told me to talk to you, to follow your advice. So that I would come and speak to you. But then I'm not sure that you know this, so I'm not sure how you're going to react. So maybe don't panic.
Finnegan, why don't we go to my room?
He nods.
And I'll go up to my room and just kind of sit once the door is shut.
Yeah. Your kiddo's there.
Yeah.
Finnegan's like, actually, we'll say that your kid's not here because I'm not sure. Your kid's old enough now where you probably aren't using key terms or anything. He says,
Oh, yeah.
the king seems to know who I am. He spoke to me at length about meeting my father.
That's fun. Do we know how?
Maybe Lucius?
Maybe.
He reassured me he was an ally. In fact, he told me of a gift once I claimed my right over Logris, but he told me he wouldn't show me. He said it must be a surprise.
Okay.
But I thought I would just make sure we're okay. Lucius's advice was don't share anything with him that he doesn't already offer, so that went well.
That was sound advice.
Yep. So just checking in. Everything's okay?
Everything is what it is.
He nods. Okay. Well, you look tired. Really tired, actually.
On for a while.
Oh. Why? Are you sick?
What me and Morgan do. Nothing in your entire life, Finnegan, will ever come without a cost.
That seems to be the case.
Yeah, I have a feeling you learned that pretty quickly.
Well then, I will let you sleep. Thanks again for everything, getting us out of there.
Don't thank me for that.
Of course I'd thank you for that. We would have died.
I don't want to be thanked for that, but just do me a favor, don't run off while I'm gone. Stay in the castle, don't give anything away.
Of course.
No gallivanting off. I get you're a knight, but you're still very, very young.
You are right.
I'll stop treating you like a child when you're a little bit older. Just like pat him on the shoulder.
He sighs. He heard the first part, and then you added the little bit older part, and he was like beaming, and he's like,
Aww.
all right, and we can wrap that scene there. Elian, is there anything you want to do while you're here?
So Elian is a bit lost.
No, get out of town.
Yeah, super lost. She no longer has a lady or a manor to look after, protect, which is what she's been doing the past few years since leaving Faerie.
Technically, you have a lady.
She has a lady, but the lady is fine.
Landless. Yeah.
Yeah, but she's also somewhere safe.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, you don't need to stand guard over her right now. Gotcha. Okay.
There's a lot of like competent knights around.
Yeah. Yeah, natural ones. Welcome in. Sorry, go ahead.
Hi, Raiders. Yeah, so she's not super sure what to do with herself.
Aimless sounds good. Roll me a d10. Surely nothing will come your way.
Nah, never. Since Olin's already had a vignette, can we just say that she and Olin already had that conversation about the heraldry?
I don't know. It's up to you. You could make that. Roll me a d10 first, and you can make that your scene.
I could do another one. I don't mind.
6.
Okay. All right. Why don't we do that scene? We'll say this is a couple of weeks in. For those who just joined us, we play a lot of Pendragon on this. If you're not familiar with it, sit in. It's a great game. Highly recommended. We will set this. You know what we'll do? We'll say that there's like the ladies of go out under escort for falconry. So that is because there's the forests here are not quite as wild as like Sauvage or Summerland. They're well maintained, and so there's like nice like glades, and forest paths. You get a little bit further and they get confusing, especially where Elian got lost previously. But we'll say you're out falconing, and there's kind of a group, but the two of you have a moment aside. And that's where
I actually have falconry, and we've never used it.
All right, well, test it, both of you. Let's see what happens.
Righty.
Hey, ticket. Look at that. Look at that.
Hell yeah.
So, Lady Olwen, your interest in King Leodegrance' heraldry didn't seem
right.
Yes.
Well, before, I don't know, it wasn't before you showed up. At some point, while I was doing court for my mother, one autumn, I believe it was the first one, I had a vision, and I saw an emblem, gold lion on a black field. There was I believe it was some sort of life force flowing out in a westerly direction, going into the window of a young girl. And then it turned into a boy standing over a sword with the Merlin. And then the forest completely engulfed the island. There were church bells and a lady with the same emblem on her lapel. There's a large church built. Banished the forest entirely. And it just seemed something about leading to the disconnect between Fae and the mortal realms. And it had always sort of been in the back of my mind as something to think about. But seeing King Leodegrance' banner, I recognized it almost immediately. And I don't know what to do about that.
This sword, could you describe it more to me?
Well, it was metal, and it had a hilt, and then, the things that guard your fingers. I don't remember colors or anything. It's in a big old rock.
I'm sorry, you said it was in a big rock?
Yeah?
I have seen that sword outside of London. It currently has a long line of knights trying to pull it out of the sword in order to become the next High King of Britain.
That's detailed. Why?
Apparently some kind of prophecy.
Well, can't say that's weird after all I just told you about some weird dream I had while I bathed in giant's blood.
You bathed in giant's blood?
Not
That's a
intentionally. It was like, I don't know, they sacrificed the giant or the troll. It was a troll? Was it a troll? I don't remember. It was some sort of creature that didn't get their way in court that autumn. And, they're just like, kill the thing. And I killed it and I splashed all over me. The details aren't important. It was disgusting. But it helped me have an extremely vivid vision, I suppose.
The unseelie practicing some kind of blood magic isn't too crazy to me. I'm a little surprised that you did it, but I suppose I shouldn't.
Look, I just sort of do what I'm told and dissociate while I'm over there in autumn. And I just hope I make a lot of good decisions that Mom's not going to be mad at me about.
Fair enough.
But also
I see
not
no problem
do too
with
well. Yeah, I also don't want to do too well and, attract her attention. So.
Fair enough. But it sounds like you saw whoever is about to be the new king.
Suppose. Well, Merlin was there.
Fun story. Brockville attempted to pull it out while we were there.
Really? Should have liked to see that. No. Can't believe it died. He was so brave.
Elliot is very clearly suppressing emotions right now. Just because she doesn't know how to handle it.
I know that I've been told that it's a knight's job to die. But I hate when it's for me. And I know I've talked about that at length, so I don't need to get into it again.
Why don't we why don't we fade out there from that scene? Just I want to respect
Yeah,
everyone's
that
desire.
feels like it's over.
Yeah.
Yeah, that felt like a good closing.
Okay. We'll say that like the scene ends with Lady Anna's falcon returning with something. And there's a look of frustration on Guinevere's face as the 8-year-old child's disappointment of her falcon not returning with something. So, yeah. All right. We'll move to the last scene with the Cyber Bro. Do you have anything you want to knock off the old list while you're here?
I have something I need to inform you of. I don't know if you planned this, but my Amor Lysandra and my Amor Gwen are both 12. So
no, I did not. I simply shaved the number of years off that you haven't drawn attention to it.
So they're both 12.
Is that which way do I go? Is this are you the meme with the 2 buttons in front of you and you're sweating at this point?
Lucius is.
That's what I mean. That's what I mean.
Yeah. I sorry about that. I think Lucius kind of is. In the macro during this time period, he's checking in with everyone and making sure that they're planning on like, hey, we got to get out of here eventually. We can't stay here. We got to figure out where we have to go. But if we're going to zero in on something, I think my entire time in Summerland, he's like always wandered off into the forest and glades and received like direction. So Lucius is probably looking for a quite beautiful glade or meadow to wander about in. That's what I think he's doing.
Make a D10 roll.
Sick. Seriously, like D10 rolls are awesome. Hey, Nate.
Okay, yeah, you find yourself in the glade. It's empty. There's really not any sign of anyone here or anything out of the ordinary. Maybe a hare runs past you on the in front of you, crosses the path quickly, and then you're coming here for contemplation. Is that kind of the idea? Okay.
Yeah, contemplation. Look up into the moon. Are they looking at the same moon?
Okay. Give me. I want you to test your Amor for both.
Okay. Success. Failure. Oh. Ooh.
Make a Amor Lysandra has gone up to 13. Amor Gwen goes down to 11. I think the reason that happens is as you're contemplating where your heart is and what you feel compelled to do, you start to realize it's more than just an oath. Unfulfilled. It's someone you wish to see again.
Is it love?
It is Amor.
Okay.
Yeah. In this game, love is an Amor that's been actioned on.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, that's Lucius's scene, I guess. He leaves with she is more than just an oath. Yeah.
I want you to test me a prudent versus reckless.
Ooh.
So this is the one where you whatever you test first. If that succeeds, that's what succeeds.
Okay.
Oh no!
Add a reckless +5, sir. Okay,
Neat.
not a crit. I think you feel restless. You can't sit here for the entire winter not knowing Lysandra's fate.
so far away.
It is.
Hmm.
Now you didn't
Is
crit
your-
reckless, so I'm not gonna make you like ride off immediately on your horse, but you feel uneasy staying here.
Okay. Gotcha,
And,
gotcha.
and there's like these points, like we see these little montage of you walking by, and like everything is so peaceful here. This is, you're in the hospitality of a king. This is the best defense you've seen, the best security you've seen everyone have, including Finnegan.
I have to leave the boy here. Okay. I could leave the boy here. Best security. He's fine. Beatrice is napping. I feel better if she was awake. Yeah, I think if we're going to end on anything or continue it, it'd be Lucius going to find everyone to kind of gather them together to figure out the next moves. And by everyone, I mean just Ellie and Beatrice and all one. The rest of them will go wherever we say, but the cast, the cast. I gather the talent.
Okay.
Wake up! Just wake up!
We'll say that a few days pass right after the glade, and Beatrice, you're awake again from your magical slumber, paying the price the easy way. Okay. So there's this moment where the four of you are together, kind of for the first time in probably a month.
Okay. Well, I'm assuming everyone's having a neat time here behind the walls of Cameliard, but we must discuss where are we going next.
Where can we go?
Why would we go?
This isn't where our journey ends. Surely, we can't rely on the hospitality forever, and it's better to have a plan than have a situation thrusted upon us.
And what is your plan, Lucius?
That's why I'm conferring with all of you. I want to develop one. To figure out what our next steps are.
London.
London?
I have had no luck coming up with a plan.
I think we have to go there.
You... Sorry.
Sorry, I was going to ask Bob. I thought London was attacked at some point recently.
It fell.
Yeah, it
London
fell.
is under Saxon occupation right now.
Yeah. So it's not an option.
So, Owen, let me get this straight. You want to go to London?
I don't want to. But I think that's where we're going to end up.
Why?
Alien kind of whispers to her and she goes, "Is this about the sword?"
Well, yeah. We were here.
Awareness check to Beatrice and Lucius on that.
Beatrice thinks everybody's lost their minds.
All right, success.
I mean, that's not far off.
Success.
You both hear that whisper.
What sword,
Beatrice, she's
Owen?
whispering something.
He doesn't do anything about it. He's just like, Beatrice, they're whispering.
Beatrice. I noticed.
Mom, they're whispering.
Ooh.
Ooh. I'm sorry. What sword?
Well, And she recounts the vision that she had.
So you want to take a group of people that is comprised mostly of teenagers.
Okay, maybe not right away. Well, maybe that can be the end goal. That we start making our way towards it. Find places in between.
But making our way towards it means going through territory that is less than...
It can be a roundabout sort of way.
Stiagrius could find us again.
It's true.
Bob, can you switch
Just
back to the
feels-
map?
Yes.
What's so special about the sword?
I don't know. But
Oh,
it's supposed to be that whoever pulls it out is king.
And I would assume
We're letting a sword decide the king now?
Look, I don't know. There's stranger things, stranger ways. I don't know. It could have been whoever picks the prettiest flower and pulls it off to, he's the king, he's not the king. I don't make up the rules.
Bob, do I remember anything else about the sword? I think you told us who made the prophecy or put the sword there, but I
Don't think I did. But it's something that like isn't refuted. There's even a holy person that stands sort of beside the sword and watches for recognition. It seems to be well regarded as a potential, and I think probably most assume that the sword is Excalibur because Uther's sword was famous.
she passes this information on.
Well,
Interesting. Okay.
it can't be a coincidence that we ended up here. He's silly. What are the odds? Maybe the spirits are guiding us.
What are your motivations? I think that we should all be at least honest with each other. I am personally torn between keeping Finnegan safe and my oaths in Cornwall, the Lady Lysandra. I have to rescue her. I am honestly restless to do so, which is new for me.
I
But that's
understand.
what's motivating me.
There
Uh,
are lots
uh,
of
continue.
There are lots of things that I want to do. I want to see my sister again. I want to see if my brother made it to Faerie. If he's wandered in, he's doing all right. There's so many things that have been lost in time. So many threads that seem to have frayed. It's hard to keep track of everything. The people that I would love to see again. Find out if they feel anything for me. Well, I understand that motivation quite well. What? I don't know. I think there's things bigger in us at work here.
Beatrice, what of you? What is it that you want?
I want to breathe. I'm sick of traveling and trampling through places and running. I want my child to rest somewhere for more than a month or a winter.
I want to specify. You said breathe with a TH.
Yes.
Yes. I picked that
Oh
up.
God. I'm
I
moving
wasn't
on.
gonna say anything.
I'm
Just
moving
that-
on. Goodbye. She kind of leans back in her chair. I get saying the spirits are leading us somewhere, but why is it always us?
No, I wish I did.
What
And
if
I wish it wasn't us.
for once we just set in a bit? We figure out our own things. We can't put him anywhere now. He's a child. Like it or not, he's a knighted child.
I don't
You
like
train
doing
him,
things
raise him
myself.
into a man, then maybe he stands a chance, because right now, he doesn't.
I suppose that's true.
And we've been running and fighting nonstop. We need a break. We can't keep going where destiny leads us.
If Ficken is the heir of Uther, then the sword will be waiting for him.
That's
I
true.
suppose. And I suppose it's all right to act in our own interests.
If we put him out there now, he'll die.
True.
No offense, he's not a good knight.
No, he's only 14. Yes.
He's a 14-year-old you gave a sword and a title.
The
And-
eagle said
Alright.
to.
I such a
know where this-
Summerland excuse. It's
Right.
such a Summerland excuse. I tried to bypass it and I can't.
Spirits and eagles.
With that,
I
you hear the sound of horns calling, and you see riders coming in. They have Sir Brassius's heraldry, his company, 2 riders, and a 3rd horse.
Third horse. Oh no.
Is-
Yes.
Is
and
there a person?
third horse
on the
what?
horse?
There's
Is
no
there-
rider on the horse.
there's no rider on the third horse.
Okay, got
I thought
you.
something cut
You
out
just-
because
I
it's
did
just the
too.
third horse.
I thought you froze. I fully thought you froze. I was like, "Oh no, is this my internet again? Is it cutting out again?"
No.
I
So
was about
God.
to.
there's a 3rd horse,
First.
no rider on it, as they enter
Beatrice-
into the
Curses.
Into the
and
castle.
Turns around.
You didn't kill them all, so you can stop being sad. He would say to Beatrice.
What is within range that I can throw at Lucius? What is the nearest? You know, he hasn't felt my wrath in a while. Where is theoretically, and I'm seriously asking, what is in the room within my reach that I can throw?
Maybe a
Logically.
Sure, there's an ornament of some kind of metal ornament.
Yep. Chuck it.
That little break. It's seconds.
It's metal.
It's metal. It's fine.
You're going to find your sword very dull one day. Very damaged and rusted.
And you don't have a
How
squire
The one that we
anymore.
already.
Listen, y'all, I'm okay to keep going, but I know you all wanted to break, and I am
Sleepy.
hell bent on getting out of the year 505 for this episode. So
Let's do it.
That's-
I thought we
Here-
already were. I'm not gonna lie. I thought there was a time skip.
I thought this was
No.
506.
no.
No, we're
Wait, what?
still here.
So, Brassius's men enter, they return the horse that he borrowed, and then they're preparing to leave almost immediately.
And he's not with them, correct?
No, correct.
They just returned his horse.
Yep.
Right.
The horse they borrowed from Cameliard. So
Right.
he
Yeah,
just rode
which
out
means
with
he's
them.
been in contact with his men, and he had them bring the horse back.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Which I is suspicious as I'll get out.
Um.
Hmm.
Sorry. Did you find the horse, or did he send it back?
Were sent back on his behalf.
All right.
Why?
He doesn't have time to travel this way. He's
Where is he
organizing.
going?
What is he organizing?
A parlay.
Between.
Prince Mark and himself. He means to set his army or his men free.
Oh,
You joining them?
no, I believe he means to cease hostilities with Prince Mark.
I can't say I blame him. I think he
I
would do
would-
the same.
I would offer my help to free the men, except it would go badly if I intervene. Prince Mark isn't fond of me, or else I would help him tell Brassius that.
Mm.
I will share this.
Unfortunately not.
I have limited coin. I can try and help what I can, but
So Brassius has traveled across the Midlands and sought sponsors, those that are willing to pay his ransom, and he will pay them back in turn.
There is a boy with his men. You could pass on to look out for young Sir Apollon.
Sir Accolon.
young boy.
We'll pass on this message.
It would be greatly appreciated. Thank you.
And with that, the two move to exit to head into Summerland, or Somerset.
They're going to get lost in the fog, you know.
Yes. But it's nice to have hope.
All right.
Nobody's with it.
Shall we close there?
Mm-hmm.
Seems like a good point.
I like it.
All right. And we will do some quick outros and be back next week to see Welcome to 506. We will we'll be getting the year 506.
Woo,
Finally.
we made it.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Endless 8.
We crawled into 506.
You really did. Everyone crawled into 506. It was
Bruised
a
and
feat.
beaten.
It was a feat everywhere. Everywhere.
Everywhere.
Everywhere.
Everywhere.
This is just a sign that I need to log off here.
We need to do it, man. Everybody needs to be done.
We've
Let's-
had an energy episode.
Rebecca, we'll go with your outro first.
Hi, I'm Rebecca, and I played Lady Olwyn, a princess of autumn and person making flower crowns. We have Discord. It's fun. It's in chat. We do a vampire game on the Camelot channel sometimes. That's pretty great. Could be a new one. Hot Vampires, Discord, socials. Gonna post them in Twitch. Yay!
Indeed. Emily.
Hi, I'm Emily. I played Beatrice. And God, I'm shocked that everyone survived okay into 506.
It was hairy
We
there
lived
for a bit.
there.
I'm not gonna
Yeah,
lie.
it was really hairy.
If anyone was left behind for Siagris, I'm not sure it would have been touch and go. Let's put it that way.
It was a good roll.
Yeah.
The dice had mercy on me.
All right. Anything you want to shout out before we move on?
No, I don't
Okay.
have any. I'm just
No.
here. I'm just here. That's it.
Nicole.
I'm Nicole. I played Sir Alien. Once again, the very, very lost. I don't have any shout outs.
You're not as lost as the guy trying to flirt with Olwen.
Yeah.
Or
That's-
Olwen in that
He was
situation.
really
No
confused.
one's
Like, did I
lost
read that
in
wrong?
situation.
What happened with that? Yeah.
No,
Oh,
that's
it was
going
so bad.
great. That's going great, I'm sure.
Next
That was my
time,
favorite part. I'm not gonna lie.
He's really
I was-
confused. Yeah.
I
I
was
can't wait to
great.
see the fallout.
I was laughing so hard it physically hurt.
Aw.
Cyber Bro.
All right, I'm Cyberbro playing Sir Lucius Julius Julianus. And remember, if you're staring at the moon, that special someone's staring right back.
I love
There we
it
go.
so much.
Where's the moon?
All right. Welcome in Enchanting Sorcery. I didn't see you
Hi,
post, but
Enchanting
welcome
Sorcery.
in nonetheless. Good to see you. Okay, so this has been our Pendragon game set in the magical fairy county of Somerset. Not right now because they're displaced, but we'll figure that out soon. We have Rebecca portraying a half-fae unseelie princess of autumn. We have Emily playing Beatrice, the enchantress, the necromancer, and sister to Nimue. And
Necromancer.
yeah, we have Ellie in the Lost, played by Nicole, who is a knight that maybe spent way too many years in Faerie, even though it only felt like a handful of years to Elian. And then we have Cyber Bro, who joined us from another game, Nintelia's Legacy, which we play on Fridays. And he is Sir Lucius Julius Julianus, the I think you've almost lost the moniker of the Salt Knight, my friend. It's been so long.
Ooh.
But
Yeah,
we call him the Toga Knight now. Or the Oath Knight, because he swears a lot of oaths. Yeah, and that's our crew. If you like what we do here, we play 3 connected games of. Oh, welcome in! Oh no!
You're
Oh,
kind of
no.
just a little bit when you drop
Yeah, we'll
that.
pass on the love for you, I promise. But welcome in, folks. Just explaining that we usually do go around this time, but yeah, we were just done playing Pendragon. Kind of. We do a little twist where this is more about the other side of the realm. So rather than talking about focusing on Arthur and his side of things, we see more the behind the scenes view of the ladies of the lake and the realm of Faerie and the pagan side of the island. So thanks for viewing us. We always love to see you, and I'll make sure that I raid out so that we can join another friend and share the love. Let's see. Let us see who is here. All right. I don't have a lot of my usuals here. Let's see. Let's see what the suggestions point me at.
There's
Oh.
Legacy of Fools.
That sounds like us.
Is that our other name? Okay.
We're going to
don't-
go from enchantment to fools.
Summerland Fools.
Is that all one? Yeah, I found it. All right, let's
The
do
next
that.
arc, we won't have Summerland in our name.
No.
Oh
Alright.
no!
Sad.
Alright.
Super sad.
Join us for this unseelie raid, and thanks for
go.
coming by, y'all.
Yeah.
We're raiding out to Legacy of Fools. We'll be back next Tuesday with more, and we finally made it to the year 506.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming.
506.
See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.